Today we're going to make spicy pickles. I have our ingredients here. So we have 2 cucumbers that I grew in my garden. This is a banana pepper from my garden. This is a very small baby jalapeno, also from the garden, and these are 3 red Thai chilies from Mexico. We have 4 cloves of garlic. I also have some pickling spice. Unfortunately, this was the biggest container I could find of it. You'll probably need more. Pickle crisper, salt, sugar, white vinegar. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna cut our cucumbers. So today I think I'm gonna make pickle halves. So it's gonna be a really simple cut. First, we wanna cut off the blossom end. The blossom end, this is the stem end, and you can see that there's a stem sticking out of it. That's how you can tell. This contains enzymes that cause your pickles to become mushy after a while. So you wanna cut that off. I'm gonna do that on this other one as well. Then I'm gonna cut our cucumbers in half, like so. That was not the best cut, but that'll survive. Now with our peppers, I'm gonna make a little cut there as well. These red Thais, I'll just cut them in half. And I want to take those along with my garlic. With your garlic, I recommend taking your knife and just giving it a good smush, just to release the garlic a little bit. Okay. Now, we can set our cucumbers aside for a moment. We're going to take our peppers and our garlic over to the stove here. I have some oil already in the saucepan, and I'm going to put it all in there. So we can put the peppers and the garlic on medium heat and stir those up until they're brown. So this is a standard ball pint jar. The ratio we're gonna use is 2/3 vinegar to 1/3 water. So I'm just gonna measure on the side here. I think for now I'm gonna do 200 and then 100 of water. So I'm gonna take my vinegar. Try not to. Okay. Just come over to the faucet here and get the rest of the water. And that's what we're going to use to make our brine. All right, I've gotten my peppers and garlic sufficiently browned up, and I'm gonna go ahead and add the brine. So here I have the brine that I made earlier. Dump that in there. That smells good. We're gonna add 2 tablespoons of salt. Along with 2/3 cups of sugar. Make sure that's the right amount. So we're gonna mix that up. And we're gonna crank that to a boil. Man, that smells great. Can't wait. You're gonna want to keep stirring until it looks like most of the salt and the sugar has dissolved. Just keep scraping that bottom so nothing sticks. And you should be getting a really nice odor coming from your pot right now. Ooh. Okay, it's time to get the jars ready. So I just have my one jar right here. I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of pickling spice. And you can see my brine coming to a boil behind me. I'm just gonna turn that down a little bit. I'm gonna add just a pinch of this pickle crisper. We already have salt. And that's going to help a little bit, and this should help as well. Just a little tiny bit of that. Time to add our pickles, our cucumbers rather, that will become pickles in the near future. Looks like this guy's actually a little long, so to fix that. Shorten him up, and now he's gonna fit. Gonna put in the rest of his friends, and maybe this friend will also be a little bit long. I don't know, maybe not. Seems to fit okay. And the one more. Be a tight fit. Got it. He did split a little bit going in, but we're able to coax them in. Okay. So, here we have our brine. Let's bring it back to a rolling boil. And I turned the heat back to high. I'm just going to give that a little bit of a stir. This is starting to smell really good. All right, that's rolling. I'm gonna put down a towel. Now, if you have roommates or a significant other you live with, it's important to try not to make a mess while you're making your pickles, so always put down a towel during this part. And here we go. Get that pepper in there. Okay, so that is full. Some, and nice. That looks good. Give it a little tap to bring any air bubbles to the top that we may have hiding down there. We don't want that. Give a nice tap with the wooden spoon. Let's get the lid. Press down hard. I'm gonna get some gushing up to the top here. Get that lid on nice and tight. And I need to grip it some. Hand tighten your lid. And then I'll zoom in on the side there. There's some pickles. The next step is I'm gonna take this into a boiling water bath, and I will show you that shortly. So I have our boiling water bath. I have my jar in here. I'm gonna bring this to a boil, and we're gonna wanna have it on a hard boil, a rolling boil for 10 minutes. And that's gonna make it safely canned, killing all the botulism or other bacteria that could be in there. So bring this to a rolling boil 10 minutes later, and we'll check back in. Okay, so it's been 10 minutes and a rolling boil, completely submerged. So we're gonna throw this in storage for about 2 weeks, and then we're gonna crack it open and test it out. Okay, it's been 2 weeks. Let's try these bad boys out. Nice seal on there. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, that's a good pickle.